Hello everyone, and welcome back to Birthdays the Beginning, where I appear to have accidentally created a land of 1,000,000 spiders. Yes, my friends, somehow our experiments here on our overgrown exoplanet have actually ended up producing a lot of spiders, so we're great on the arthropods and we're great on the cactuses, but we're not doing so good on actually having like a lot of new plant life spread across some of the more barren areas of our world, and I'm really struggling with getting our seas to be able to support life. But the good news is we've got plenty of spiders. So let's actually go ahead and produce some experiments on them. If the spiders are going to be here, then let's check the wonderful tree of life. And it looks like if we mutate the spiders for a very hot climate, which could be a lot of different spots that we actually have here on our planet, or if they mutate for a large insect that evolved wings to fly. It appears near rivers in various places where the spiders have been breeding. Emerges when more rivers appear at mid-elevation. Okay, so we might actually be able to get like some dragonflies. Instead of going ahead and trying to mutate these guys, then I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to create more highlands today. We're going to make some hills. We're going to really start getting in a mix of different heights, because if you look at the spires of curiosity in the vast distance on the corners of where we have had our little exoplanet so far, you can go up really high in the world, and I just haven't done that yet. So that's what we'll work on. We're going to make some mountains and some hillsides. I've actually been thinking about doing this for a while. All right. And we'll just keep going until we run out of energy for a minute. And I think that's going to be one of our main experiments for today, but I do want to actually go ahead and, other than trying to get the spiders to mutate into something cool, do I want to get the coelacanth to really start mutating again? I would actually love to be able to try to get these sharks, but I think we need to have a lot more species in the water that actually turn into some of the prey. And I think we lost all of our little andries, and we don't currently have any population of them on our, like, yeah, the andry population currently reads as 0, and the coelacanth population reads as 63,000. No, wait, it reads as 1,000,000. Yes. So I think we need to try to get these guys to turn into more fish. So we need a small saltwater fish that swims in schools and has adapted to hot waters. So let's see. Let's maybe try some deep sea that gives us some fish that could potentially feed some sharks. And then we'll also try some river, like uplands. So it's kind of a mix of things that we're after today. All right, we're going up with this because we need more like mid-elevation zones. We're learning. And then I'm also figuring out how to actually, I think we should put a mountain, like a big mountain over here actually. Yeah, that would be really cool. I'm learning how to make use of the field tiles, or the field alien power. I like pretending these are all like little alien powers too. So I'm learning how to use the field source. Like so, look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And then we'll use our little cup of green tea for our recovery leaves, I like to imagine. And then let's keep going. Nope, 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 other way. And now, oh, look at that. Now that's an upland. Okay, so you have to be at least in the 10s to be an upland, 20s to be a highland. When is it considered a mountain? I want to try to get this, like, this corner to become a mountain. So when does it, oh, now it's a mountain. So you have to get up into the, like, 30s before it's a mountain. And then when you get all the way up to 48 is when, boom, is when you start getting to the highest point. That's so cool. All right, let's see. Actually, let's do. And then we'll go up more. And we're going to see how high we can make this. Okay, that's about as high as you can go. No, that's how much energy I ran out of. Okay. All right, and believe it or not, this mountain is actually like, okay, that's as high as you can go. That is so fun. I love that. I love that we just made this gigantic mountain. Just like that. There we go. We'll kind of like peck away at the edge right here just for a minute. Okay, it looks a little weird in the corner like this, but I'm not going to complain because this is just going to be like the survey peak. So this is survey peak, where we come to survey our accomplishments and what we have created. And then one of the cool things we can do is actually fly over here. And then I'm gonna go down a little bit, like so. You see? Make it a little bigger. And maybe a little bigger like this. Yeah. And then we're gonna use another one of those field sources. Whoa, that's so cool to start trying to kind of chop the mountain up a little. And we can start trying to make like mountains. Maybe that's why you run out of energy so quick, is like it's really hard to actually make true blue proper mountains. All right, so that makes highlands. We don't need to make everything a mountain, but I think that's really fun to finally have some sections that are definitely at different heights. Like this still counts as lowlands. This now counts as upland. And then over here, this is still lowland. Now it's upland. And then you go into highlands. I think if our conifers are going to come back, they're going to be really happy with us, because the conifer species of tree has like popped in and out so many times, and every time they're such drama queens. They're like, and now I die. How dare you keep this place too warm for my wonderful evergreen pine needles. All right, let's see. We'll raise this a little to be with the uplands. Is this as big as it gets? This is indeed. No, this is as big as it gets. Excellent. All right, do I have any more? I do have some recovery leaves. We're so on this. Whoops. Oh no, don't waste your recovery leaves. We don't need to drink that much tea. All right, up we go. Just make a mess of some of it. We'll fix it later. It's actually really fun to make a mess out of all this stuff, to be honest. All right, we don't need lowland. We need some highland, please. This still counts as lowland. There we go, upland, there. Oh, I'm out of energy again? That's okay, there we go. We'll go a little more. Fun! Okay, so now that we have officially made a bit of a fun, like, mess with canyons and uplands and, like, midlands and highlands. All right, lowland. And then we have the highland. And then the mountain. Okay, so that gives us a whole bunch of different heights that might or might not do something. And then we also need to work on the sea, because now we have made it a lot colder. Oh boy, we could really run into some trouble there with a bunch of the animals who were like, yeah, I'm really happy to be on this hot planet. Just deciding that, like, okay, it's time to kill over forever. We might use the global warming. In fact, that might be what I do next, is use the global warming item. Let's see, we got water. Great, the water of extinction. Every time, I feel like that's such a slap in the face. It's like getting a reward for killing everything. So it's really a sarcastic reward, if you ask me. All right, field source obtained. So let's come over here. And I think we're just gonna turn this whole thing into ocean. We're just gonna go for deep sea, and then let's start going. We don't need to go for deep sea for everything. So let's come over, a couple of recovery leaves. And then I'm just gonna keep it kind of like sea, and then we'll do some shallows. I think I'll have the shallows be like over here. Do you think we can get like a coral reef going? Because I would be so happy if we could get like a pretty coral reef going. That would make me really overjoyed. I know you can get corals, so we can actually use our glass jar to try to move the corals over here into the shallows. So we'll look for some of the corals and some of the fragile seaweeds in just a minute here. Because really, coral reefs in real life are such an important nursery holding point for the abundance of life. If you really want to have a lot of life in the ocean, then a bunch of the coral reefs and the mangroves, which is, or the estuaries, which is where you have freshwater and saltwater mix, and the mangrove trees are trees that can really tolerate that mix of freshwater and salinity, and they do okay with, like, they actually have evolved to cope with the constant exchange of water going out with the tide and in with this, like, out with the tide, in with the sea, and then coming back in. And so those estuaries are vital places for fry, which are baby fish, to be able to actually find a safe place to go so they don't get eaten by other fish. And they're very essential to the survival of a lot of different fish species. I mean, it's not just the ocean fish either. You guys have definitely heard of salmon, right? And you know how salmon go into their spawning. Well, salmon spawn in freshwater, and then which means they release their gametes, their eggs and the sperm in the waters in freshwater, but they live in the ocean, like, which is really cool. They actually go down the river to ocean areas, like along the coastways. And that's where you'll find them most of the time. Then we'll do this. This is a mess. Oh my gosh, this is a mess. All right, let's clean this up. Let's do... Oh no, I want a much bigger chunk of land, please, to be tidied up. All right, what's the biggest? This is the biggest bit of my power that I have right now. And we'll do field source. Excellent. And then we'll come over here and do field source. Oh, I love that. So long story short, as Siri got on a little bit of an educational soapbox there for a second, it's really important to have these reefs because that's where the baby fish will go to get away from all of the other fish who are like, I'm going to eat you now, which is not something that they really want to have happen. All right, then let's actually raise this area up just a teensy bit. So instead of lowland, let's actually try to get just a spot of... And where is there's my field source. I don't want lowland here. I just want one little spot of upland that we kind of have over here. All right. There. All right, and we'll play with this now. All right. I'll go ahead. We'll basically just remember your pixel biology lesson for the day. One of the reasons that coral reefs are vital and so important is to allow life to go ahead and thrive in the whole sea. Many of the babies of so many species that spend the rest of their entire lives out in the deep ocean actually will start their life off in mangroves, in estuaries, in coral reefs. Those are places that are kind of like the cradle of life for the ocean, and that's one of the reasons they are so vitally important. Also, I don't remember who our little para friend is. Oh, he's our little newt friend! Well, he's actually doing well too. I really wanted to be able to catch the fish in the jar and some of the coral reefs and start trying to move them around. Let's actually try to move our little para friend, because it's very wet over here, so he should do okay. Maybe over in this lush, beautiful area. So I'm going to release him over here, and we'll see if that population actually does well too. There you go, little friend. Good luck, good luck. He's almost got 1 million of him too. All right, we changed a lot, you guys. I have no idea how that's going to affect things. Wow, we actually have a mountain now. Triomophytes, yay. I don't remember what they are. They're not new apparently. They've been here before. The Eoraptor is not very happy. My bellflower died. Curses. All right, what else is going on? Let's see. The snow is spreading down the mountain. The sand is spreading in our highlands. I like that. The Eoraptors are kind of bouncing around. The red ferns are bouncing around. The bellflowers have returned. The air temperature is... Oh, the bellflowers have died. The air temperature is hovering around 33 degrees. I think we'll try making it warmer. Now that we have tried to add ocean and we've filled things up here and there, I think we will go ahead. Yeah, the bellflower is really struggling. Cactuses are kind of playing with things. I think we'll go ahead and try making things a bit warmer. Wow, the cactus population is really like struggling. And there's our bellflowers again. All right. Huh. All right, what are you guys all up to, huh? I leave you alone for like 2 minutes just to see what you do, but that's kind of part of the game of life, is to just sit back and see where life takes us. Hey, there we go. Look at that. The seaweeds are actually spreading on their own. They didn't even need my help. Well, let's see. weed. Let's see weed. Couldn't help it. Let's use a seed of mutation on those guys and see if they'll actually start doing something. And then, oh, look at you! These little friends are back. Cool. I'm gonna use a seed of mutation on them because I feel like we haven't seen them forever either. So they're spreading into those waterways. Oh, look at this! Our little rainbow mountain is starting to be covered in trees. That's so cool. And here are the fragile seaweed that I was thinking about trying to get moved. Have they evolved into something? The Colunia, is the Colunia like the ancient seaweed that we had? We're going back in time a little, friends. Huh. The Colunia. Yeah, the Colunia is the ancient seaweed. We're supposed to be working on evolving the Codium fragile. And I think it needs to be hotter. All right. You heard it here first, friends. It is time to go ahead and invite some more global warming onto our planet. I think we need to add a lot more water to sustain the level of warmth. Because I made such tall mountains. All right, where is the... There's a reward piece. Aha, there it is. What do we get there? River source. And then somewhere over here. Nice. In Raptor Field, we have a normal recovery leaf. All right, well, if this is how things are going to be, I wish, is there like just, there's the water of life, the fertility of organisms. When plankton reproduces, it shows up on the cube. Let's come over. Is my... Oh, my glass jar is ready to use again. Yay! I don't know what I want to use it on just yet. Oh, maybe the bellflower, but the bellflower is not really useful. Okay, look. Let's make ourselves more ocean. Oh, wait, I'm really tired. All right, let's have a couple recovery leaves. And then let's make ourselves more ocean real quick. And we'll see if we can get ourselves a little warmer here, and then we'll make global warming and just sit back for a minute or two. We'll fill in all of this area that I have not yet added anything. And then we'll sit back and we'll see. Okay, now I'm out of energy again. All right, we'll do 2 more energy replacements because I really want to see like what else we can do with our life. Or the lives that are now like under my control. Bwahaha. All right, now it's going to be 36 degrees Celsius. We're starting to get there. Maybe I won't need to use the global warming. Now, our planet, to be fair, now we're getting up to like 65% land, 35% water. Our planet is actually 70% water and 30% land. So it makes sense to me that we're not really seeing the results I want yet. When we're nowhere near close, we're completely the opposite ratio of what you actually expect to see on our planet. So maybe adding in all of this water will really start changing things. We'll have to see. No pun intended, because, you know, we're kind of making a sea. Ha 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 ha. All right, now it's going to be 42 degrees Celsius. And if that doesn't do something, I don't know what will. And I'm a little worried that that is too hot for like some spots. The seas are like in the 30s. So I'm going to come up on top of this mountain. Let's actually add some moisture. Look, our conifer. Our conifer is back, guys. It's the conifer who's always complaining about life. He's back. All right, we're going to add in a lot of moisture here. And we'll add in a lot of moisture here. And then I'm going to put in not the global cooling, but we're going to go ahead and add in the ice stone. And I'm going to put the ice stone right here. Boom! So it's going to be really chilly on our mountain. And then I'll put the chill stone right here. And then I'll put in a river piece. There we go. Right over here too. So we start getting it. Oh, never mind. All right, I'm too tired. All right. Now we're really changing things. Let's see what happens. We have 2 new things already? What? Quick, before they're dead. We have some happy birthdays. What do we have going on here now, huh? Oh, I'm tickled. Yay! All right, we have a couple birthdays. And one is in the ocean. Is it going to be a shark? Oh, so cool! Seaweed that has spread to land. When primeval butterflies first appear, seaweed also attempted to migrate on the land. Are we gonna have butterflies? Oh, I'm so excited about the idea of butterflies. And then we have a little mutation of our other friend right here. Look at him! A pikaia that swims in both hot and deep seas due to a sudden mutation. It appears where Anomaclarius can be found. Excellent! Oh, and we leveled up! Oh, I'm so tickled. Does that mean I can have a bigger area to work with? Maybe, maybe. All right, so the seas are getting warmer. That seems to be going well for our friends. Let's give it another moment, see what happens. Oh. Well, sometimes you can't have everything you want. My cactuses are like, it's too moist. I can't handle this. Maybe we'll, here, if the cactus is, oh! New animal, new creature, new something! Wait, what? Oh! I have a new favorite. I have 100% a new favorite, beloved. A reptile that evolved wings and powered flight? It appears as Air Raptor was propagating the land and is like a level 3 out of 5 rarity. Oh my gosh. I take back everything I said about not wanting to make it warmer. Oh my gosh. You guys. What? This is so cool. This is so cool. And look at our mountain in the background with the fussy conifers like all hanging out over there. Okay. Okay. This is pretty awesome. I'm very happy right now. Yeah, you roar at me all you want, buddy. I like you. You can rule the skies. You're literally the first flying creature we've had on this little exocube. Are you coming to try to eat me? Where are you going? He can go wherever he wants. He's the only thing up here. Right now, at least. But all right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me as we actually managed to, like, start spreading our wings and having something that can actually fly. That is so cool. If you guys would like to join me on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.